Ihr seht SFHS heute. You are watching SFHS today.
Welcome to SFHS Today.
Our announcements this week are that yearbooks are on sale during all lunches starting next week.
Yearbooks are $69 and checks can be made out to our SFHS yearbook. Order forms can be returned to room 292.
Another huge announcement is that homecoming is next Friday, and we have themes for each day next week.
Monday will be college or career day. Tuesday will be class color day. Wednesday will be mismatch or twin day. Thursday will be throwback Thursday, and Friday will be spirit day.
Also in spirit of homecoming week, Tuesday there is a boys power buff volleyball game at the high school and a short flex for the homecoming coronation.
Also, Wednesday there is girls powder puff football game. Thursday there is a long flex for the Pep Fest, and Friday is our homecoming game against Princeton.
Be sure to attend these events and show your Saints pride.
Yeah, the new senior Victoria Snyder's sister is in Kenya studying abroad. Here's Nash with the interview.
So I'm here with Victoria Snyder. So we understand your sister's in Kenya. How long has she been there?
A little under 2 months.
2 months. And why is she in Kenya right now?
She's studying abroad at Daystar, which is in Nairobi. So
I see. How did it make you feel to hear about the attack at that Kenyan mall on this weekend?
it was a little scary. Like, we just got a text from her that said, I'm safe, and we didn't even hear about the attack yet, so then we saw it, and we were kind of like, oh no, but then they got it, like, figured out, and she was safe in the college, so, yeah.
And have you talked to her since the attack?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, they have internet and stuff, so, like, through Facebook messaging, you can talk to her, and they just said that, like, they had guards around the college and, like, were protecting the students otherwise. Now that the attack's done, it's kind of just, like, going back to a regular day.
Really? Thank you very much, and you have a nice day.
You're welcome.
Another international event is the arrival of the German foreign exchange students.
Hey there, this is Mitchell Green reporting, and I'm here with our friends from Germany. They are going to be visiting here for about 3 weeks, and we just wanted to talk about some of the things that they've experienced during their trip so far. So, what was your first reaction when arriving at the airport here in America?
It was really special because all the families were waiting for us and they had a big sign welcoming us, and I thought that was fantastic because we were really tired, and then to have such a special welcoming was great.
Awesome, awesome. Anybody else?
Yeah, it was like a big wave coming through.
Absolutely.
It's all so different. It's all bigger than Germany. It's all great. It's oh my god.
Very cool, very cool.
Yeah, it's all
So you guys will be staying here for 3 weeks. When did you arrive? When did you get here?
So we arrived last Thursday.
Last Thursday.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's the most interesting thing that you have done so far while you've been here?
The Mall of America.
Mall of America. What kinds of things did you guys buy? The shoes? So how much were the shoes here?
$80.
And how much would they be in Germany?
Maybe $120.
Okay,
Yeah.
so things are cheaper here?
Yeah, really.
Anybody else do a lot of shopping? Yeah? Any favorite stores? New stores? Anything different? Clothing stores? Any favorites that... Abercrombie? Okay, cool, cool. So what are some things that you still want to do in America before you go back home?
Eat a burger.
Yep. Anything you want to do while you're here?
Go to a baseball game.
Baseball game, very fun. Do they have baseball in Germany?
no.
No?
No.
Okay, cool.
Well, guys, homecoming dance, right?
Are you guys going to get to go to homecoming?
Yeah.
Exciting, exciting, very cool. All right, what do you do for fun back home in Germany? Any hobbies or activities?
I'll play soccer.
Soccer,
Yeah.
awesome.
I play field hockey
Field hockey, how long have you been playing that?
since I was 3.
Okay. Favorite sport?
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool.
I do Zumba.
Zumba. We do Zumba back in Germany. We do Zumba here too. Awesome. So are there any major differences between here and back home in Germany that you've noticed so far? The food. What kinds of food?
The food is bigger.
Bigger.
For
Bigger.
example, the burgers.
Yeah.
Bigger.
Yeah, much bigger.
Everything's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any new foods that you've tried so far that have been strange or different?
Chimichangas.
Chimichangas?
We had French toast at breakfast, and that was really weird because we had caramel sauce, and we actually don't eat sweet breakfast.
Okay, okay. What kind of things would you have for breakfast in Germany?
Wurst.
What is that?
Sausage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or just bread.
Just bread, something simple.
Yeah.
What other differences have you noticed?
The time when you can drive.
Okay, what age can you start driving in Germany?
Oh, in Germany you have to be 18.
To get your license?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can get our license at 16 here. How old do you have to be to get your permit? When you first start learning?
I think
to drive?
17.
17?
Like your parents have to be in the car.
Yep. Okay, so that's 15 for us. So that is definitely a major difference. Anything else you guys want to share before we end our talk today?
Thanks for letting us staying here.
Thank you for coming. It's been a pleasure hosting you so far. All right. This is Mitchell Green reporting. Back to you in the studio.
Make sure to make the exchange students feel welcome and don't be afraid to say hey.
In other news, there is a door decorating contest going on, and here's Caitlin and Federica with more information about that.
Hi, Ms. Cascaden.
Hi.
Can you tell us more about the door decorating contest?
Well, this year's door decorating contest is a little different than it has been in past years. This year we're having a competition between all the different activities, all the different sports, as well as any academic time that would like to participate. So participate. The idea is to fill the school with spirit, and so these different teams or activities can decorate according to their team or their activity or whatnot. Say the tennis team is decorating their door, we want to smash it out of the park, or that would be baseball, wouldn't it? You can tell I'm not a joker. But the idea would be that each team or activity can decorate theirs in a way that supports football specifically, or the school in general, or use slogans from their particular sport to kind of get across the idea that we're going to kick some Princeton Tokas. And so this decorating is happening all week right now, and then during homecoming week people can vote with their money on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And so they can vote with coin, they can vote with bills. There will be containers in the main office, and sometimes during lunches, but for sure in the main office. Each team is invited to decorate their own container. So if I'm the tennis team, I can super glue or glue gun a tennis ball on there, or if I'm the choir teacher, I can have some music notes or whatnot. And all of the money that is raised goes for charity. And so whichever team or activity or academic time that wins will, based on the donations, will get to choose where that money goes for the charity, and they will have eternal bragging rights, because this is the coolest thing of all time.
Pretty cool. That's all we have for this week, Saints. Have a good weekend.
Stay tuned for sports and weather.
Guten Tag and good morning, guys. Present you the weather. My name is Vincent, and we're starting with Friday. It's going to be sunny on Friday. It starts in the morning with 64 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's going to be warm up to 84 degrees. Then Saturday is coming. It's going to be rainy. The low of the day is going to be 45 degrees Fahrenheit, and the high is only 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Then the Sunday will rescue your day. It's going to be a lot of sun. The high of the day will be 73 degrees, and the low is only 52 degrees Fahrenheit. So have a nice weekend, and we'll see you next week.
It's the random question thing, ding!
What is your favorite TV show?
HR Pufnstuf and Mr. Toot.
How I Met Your Mother.
BMS.
New Girl.
Breaking Bad.
90 Kids and Counting, or What Not to Wear.
Big Bang Theory.
Honey Boo Boo.
MTV Cribs.
Duck Dynasty.
Hey St. Francis, and welcome to the sports side of SFHS today.
It's been a busy week for all the Saints athletes.
On Monday, girls soccer faced Totino Grace. The game ended in a tie with a score of 0-0. They played Thursday against Cambridge Isante.
Continuing with soccer, boys played Tuesday at home against Princeton. The game ended with a score of 3-1, with St. Francis losing, and they also played Cambridge Isante on Thursday.
Varsity tennis played a hard match on Tuesday, ending in defeat against STMA. Also, they played last night against Buffalo, and it was senior night.
Running on over to cross country, the team headed to Chisago Lakes for a meet and did well.
Volleyball played Tuesday and Thursday, losing to Elk River in 5 games. They played Rogers on Thursday. It was youth night and teacher appreciation.
We are hoping for a win tonight for our football team. They head up to Duluth Denfeld playing at 6 o'clock. The theme is Blaze Out, so get your overalls off the closet, folks.
We caught up with Lindquist, Fink, and a few superfans talking about last week's game at Cambridge and tonight's game.
Why do you think our rivalry with Cambridge is so strong?
Well, traditionally, it hasn't been much of a rivalry. They haven't been in our conference for a long time, and we haven't played them, at least in football, in a very long time. But I think anytime you have a rivalry or a game or a contest between two schools that share the same border, it becomes pretty big. I think our rivalry with Andover would be much the same way. But Cambridge, the school district has been around, the school has been around a lot longer than Andover. So just by simple fact that we share a border, some of the kids that live in Isante come to our school, I think that contributes a great deal to it. And then past experiences, which were long before any of us were around. Some of the stories that came out and are still coming out were pretty fire driven, and would get you excited to play. So.
And how do you think we played on Friday?
We played well. There's a lot of room for improvement for us. You know, there's a lot of guys that we have playing that are first year varsity players or first year varsity starters, and they still have some growing to do and some maturing to do. But all in all, we played pretty well.
Thank you.
What was your opinion on the game on Friday?
I thought our kids competed really well. They represented St. Francis great, and it was obviously awesome for our school to finally beat Cambridge in football.
What did you think about the lack of sportsmanship between the fans?
I didn't think there was a lot of lack of sportsmanship between the fans. That's typical between high school teams that are good rivals. The one thing I didn't care for is I don't want our fans going to their sidelines, and I don't want their fans coming to our sidelines. We have opposite sides of the field for a reason, and we need to stay there and support our team from our own side.
How do you think we'll play against Duluth this Friday?
I think our kids will come out and play well and beat them.
All right. I'm here with Brady Blowers and Travis Johnson, super fans at the Cambridge football game. How many push-ups do you think you did, Brady?
Well, I'd say about 82.
Do you think the fans got a little too crazy?
Not crazy enough.
And how did the mosh pit go?
It went pretty well, but I think we won in the end.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for joining us today on this sports report.
See you next week, Saints.